what have I done with my life, right? My relationship with God. But the other aspect is, how have I impacted other people, right? And then that is now, I'm thinking about that a little bit more, because 9 to 5, you're thinking really, work. This is what we are supposed to be doing as responsible adults, to pay the bills and ensure you're not foreclosed on and all these things, as opposed to who am I impacting on a day-to-day life? Because that is what is going to translate in the heavenly currency, right? Yeah, I'm supposed to do my work as I'm doing it unto God, right? That's an aspect. That's no problem. But how am I dealing with my relationships? And gosh, America. Okay. I learned how to be antisocial in America.
Ooh, talk about it.
Yeah. Not even kidding. Because we come from a culture where you're poor. You need your neighbor.
Yeah.
You relating with your neighbor is a necessity. Right? Otherwise, if you don't have salt and the shop is closed, you need to go and knock on your neighbor. Excuse me, sir, can I have some salt? Things like that. However, here, you can be there and you even haven't talked to your neighbor for a long time, right? Because we are in an individualistic, independent society, right? I go make my money. I have my money. I can solve everything that I need. Or I come from a well-to-do family. If I cannot, I can contact my family and they'll help, right? But in Uganda, you do not invite anyway. Now it's being changed because I've been here for a long time. You do not send invitations for funerals, weddings. People just show up.
Right.
Yeah, I'm sure now things have changed because we are being westernized, things like that. And of course, there's some sense, there's some order in organization, right? And having things in order. But I feel like in America, we've gone all the way to too much organization, even in church. I'm involved in church, and, at Gateway, it's like when you're going through a worship set, this is it, right? As opposed to some African churches, now it's like too much of the spirit. The spirit is controlling, and you do not know when the next song is coming and how many choruses you're singing.
Right.
Yeah, so anyway, I said all that to say that because of the culture, you end up sacrificing relationships, right? Because it's more of work, right? Ensure my needs are met, my family's needs are met, and we sacrifice relationships. And at first, I was like, okay, that's weird. But then the more you live, the more you kind of get okay with it, right? Until something like Corona realizes, hold up, okay, I'm making this money, but this money is not fun when you do not have friends to enjoy it with, right? Or there are some things that it's like, there's something more to life than just going in and clocking in. And yeah, so that's kind of, I'm coming to the realization of that. And kind of really going back to my roots and being friendly, I think Ryan was very, very, he was more of in our culture. You meet a stranger, you say hi, you help them, as opposed to, okay, the time, so funny. We arrived, when we came to Colleyville Heritage, we looked weird. When you meet a person, you're like, okay, this person is really different.
Yeah.
And the people, how the culture is, like, you meet a person, you have to smile, right? I didn't know that. So, literally, I was with my sister, and she was very confused. I said, a person met me and said, I was like,
what's wrong with this person? Yeah.
So, then I was like, we had to go and ask Madame Sherry. And she was like, no, when you meet a person, you have to smile. I was like, is that how you people smile?
Yeah.
So it's like, but it's more of a smile and a hi, right? As opposed to getting to know a person. And kind of developing relationships.
Right.
And that's kind of what, unfortunately, I am learning to do in America. right? Otherwise, people may say, you're a creep, right? Or things like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
My default is how friendly can talk to everybody.
Right.
But that's kind of
Yeah,
different.
because of a byproduct of our busy schedules. Exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's really interesting. I heard a quote. I think it was yesterday. This guy said, "Social media has made us less social." You know, it's like you know all these different people from across the world, but you don't even know your neighbors, right? And it's like because of that, it's empowered us to. Sometimes talk crazy online.
Yeah.
Well, you wouldn't know. You're on social media. But I'll talk to Chase about it. No, I'm joking.
Yeah. No. That's the reason. That's why I left. For
because
real.
you were talking crazy to people.
No.
No, not you.
I mean, look, this dude is so aggressive. He's slinging it online.
I'll talk crazy to my friends in person.
Good point. Very good point.
But no. Because people were being fictitious, right? Because then you look at the person's social media, first of all, they are filtering everything they are putting on there. That's like the best version. That's a highlight, right? And now, if you're to compete with the highlight of a person, I was like, you know what? It's better for me to develop my friends, real friends, as opposed to posting opinion about whoever. And you really know about people, but you don't know people.
Okay.
And I was like, you know what? That's not for me.